What up, tavern goers? I have an absurd amount of prep to do, so I thought I'd install a new edition of something called Tavern Tea. What up? How you doing today, T? T-Dog, Huey Mon. I know our official, oh, it's only showing half? See, this is why I'm running a test, because I can't see you in the bottom right there. Oh, cool, Nightbot. Yes! Nightbot's working. Look at my Nightbot. Well, Nightbot's almost working. You can almost see him. Oh, I guess I should look this way. Look at my Nightbot. How's our audio there? Is the music too loud? I got this sweet new speaker that we'll be using. Just to test a little bit of Tavern Tea, working on that new prop that I told you about. I can make it loud and not so loud. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, how's it sound on your end? Is it all staticky? This one's supposed to kill it. Cool, cool, cool. That's awesome. And I got a remote for my light, so if something dramatic happens, we can go blood red or other colors. But I don't have any presets on it yet. I need to work on those so that I can switch back to the tavern light very quickly. Still kind of working on that. Come on now. Where is my firelight? Man, I swear I figured this out just a minute ago. Hit this one, then that one. No. Come on now. That's why I was deciding to run a test today. There it is. Found it. A good ambient firelight. Now I've got something going here that I can't quite tell if you guys are going to be able to see. And I was going to show off my new toys. Yeah, I imagine a lot of people saw the Twitch notification for Tavern Talk and freaked out. I was getting a bunch of texts yesterday, like, was it Tuesday or Thursday? When do we do this? When are we making this happen? Man, what a bummer. I just spent like 20 minutes on this overlay here so that I could see your chat on this side. Can you tell there's a teapot here? Or should I switch it to like... Oh God. Maybe not that. Let's go back to the tavern light. Oh Lord, I gotta get better at this. Lost it again. That's close enough. Yeah, I thought so. Got Yaga's Baba up here. Got the Frost Mane. Got our tree stump over here. Mug and the silver feather there. I can see it pretty clear on my tablet, but I figured on the phones it might be a little harder. I talked to the boys about. Oh, sweet. Oh yeah, like push these. You'd almost make it larger, like push these sides out and the top and bottom a little bit. Or I guess I should do it like this. Push these sides out and top and bottom out a little bit. Alright, I'll give that a whirl. I also need to get a better angle on the old belly there. Let's do this. suck in, make my chest big. Oh, I just caught them on the way out of jiu-jitsu the other day, and we finalized their details and their changes, so I'm gonna have the character sheets going for everybody. Oh, wait, no, see, that's why we're running the test. Just use this teapot like 10 times inside, no problem. Got a metal chest plate for the belly. What are you saying? Got a metal chest plate for the belly. I don't know what that means. Yeah, they all of them do. Mine have gone back and forth 10 times on what they want to do. Let's see. So that's looking all right. Maybe if I reposition the candle behind it a little better. Okay. Get a metal chest plate to hide the belly. Yeah, or I can get one of those the Superman costumes that go like underneath, and I can pump up the muscles so I just look like real big. Yeah, so I just got some prep to do for tomorrow, so I figured I could try to knock that out tonight. And I got to get some hours in on my Twitch because I've let all that lapse. I haven't been twitching in God knows how long. So I figured I'd knock out a little bit of that and get going on a little prep there. And then if anyone had any questions about just the world in general, I figured I'd answer some of those. I've got a book this thick of lore that I can just talk about for days, so I figured Tavern Tea. I'll make a questionable cup of tea and talk while I play with my new toys. And set up for tomorrow night. Plus, I gotta get the jitters out of the way. I always get real nervous right before because I do it once every 2 weeks. So I'm like, do I really want to do this? Am I good at this? Is this fun? I think this is fun. Is this fun? What about a skinny table between me and the camera? That would be pretty cool. Skinny table between me and the camera so it looks like I'm serving across the bar top. I might even be able to make that happen with what I got going on here. Actually, that's not a bad idea. The back of this kind of looks frumpy, doesn't look very tavern-y. And the front of it has the drawer I keep all my things in. But I guess I could keep my things on the side here. That's not a bad idea. Yes, this is fun and I'm good at this. Thank you. Positive affirmations. Logan is a verdant warden, so he's like my version of a Goliath. They're said to be related to giants. Kind of giants refer to them almost as cousins, and the verdant wardens is the nickname for the nature Goliaths who inhabit anything vaguely you could be called a forest or like an ecosystem. So you'd find them in the Everglades and they'd be more swampy kind of. I've got Logan popped up over here. He's more of a taiga, like frozen forest kind of Goliath. Gotta quit saying that word. Verdant warden. So he's more of a frozen forest like a taiga. So you'd find him more like green, blue colors, strong jawline, stuff like that. The layout looks good. A couple tweaks here and there, but great job overall. Thanks, River. Appreciate it. I think, yeah, Huey-Mon just pointed that out, that I gotta push these out to the side a little bit so that I can, so you guys can see, or maybe zoom in a little. I'm not sure. My wife got me all kinds of cool stuff. Molly-O, she got me this sweet new streaming kit, so this might help. I was gonna break that out tonight, but I'm just so intimidated by it. It's got so many parts and pieces, and it's got a microphone and a spotlight on it. and I just don't know how to put it together or use it. Follow for more firelit tales. Join the other tavern goers in the Discord. The first 100 people to follow on Twitch and join the Discord get a custom nickname. Oh yeah. I forgot. I haven't done this in a while, or I haven't ran this since I set up these things. So I've got Nightbot pointing things out, trying to get people to go to the YouTube and such. So hopefully that works out. And it's clickable. That's great. We're gonna have a lot of new tavern goers that way. So Logan, yeah, I'll let the boys know Becca misses them. Logan was born to his mother and father in the frozen forest of Jat Kadan, and from there we haven't really fleshed out how or why he left his parents behind, but he became a legend seeker. So he was after any kind of legend to inspire. How did they phrase it in the first episode? They wanted to inspire lust in the eyes of maidens and fever for glory in the hearts of people who heard his tales, or some such thing like that. It's very well put too, to be put together. His full name's Logan Wafrit Daria, and that was a play on the on the phrase legend, wait for it, dairy. And then from there, his one big flaw is, well, he has no regrets except that he once stole a kill from a group of Waitari merchants. They had a bodyguard who had taken care of most of the Yetis attacking them. And there, what? Why did your message get deleted? Huimon, are you finished? Stop spamming caps. Warning. I think my Nightbot. I think I need to tweak my Nightbot things a little bit. I wonder how I can learn what you tried to say. You're good. I don't mind whatever you were trying to say. I just, Barney quotes are my favorite, but all in caps. Barney quotes are the best. What the fuck, Nightbot? Get over it. I'll have to work on that. So yeah. So, super deep callback to Barney. And, so we turned that into Logan Wofford Daria. His goal, essentially, his only idea is that he wants to search for legends and make himself a legend. So that's when he came across Yaga's Baba, which is this tavern up on the top left side. It's a wandering tavern ran by a hag, and he went there. He heard can't remember the dwarf's name, but he heard tell of the Frostmane Lion, so he started searching for him. He didn't do very well at tracking the Frostmane down, mostly due to shit rolls on our part. And then we went from there. We found the Darkkin. We made a deal with them that if they showed us the way to the Frostmane, we would let them have the heart, the tongue, and the eyes. And then from there, Tizzy, we found the Frostmane. It ambushed us. It was pretty hit or miss. It was down to 3 hit points, I think, and we had 2. And we had missed our attack, and it was about to hit us with a frost breath, but we dodged it. And then Tizzy, the redheaded Waitari girl, came over a boulder and tried to hit it in the head with a wrench, but rolled a nat 1, so she dropped the wrench. And so instead she used her wrist device that you guys don't know too much about and shot a spike through the back of the Frostmane's head, and it came out of the Frostmane's mouth and stuck into the ground in front of it. And then I think you are caught up from there, if I'm not mistaken. I think you know everything else from there. We skinned it, we gave her a lucky rabbit's foot as it wore, and kind of went from there. And then the last thing we did was, yeah, you were there for the last one, cool. Yeah, and then we left off, we were camping outside, or just on the other side of the rabbit's foot was my idea. Yeah, the lucky rabbit foot was your idea, that's right. And so we left off camping while we tried to find the tracks for the Wandering Tavern, and we discovered the tracks, but they started off close together, and then they got farther apart, and then it was almost like they were at like a sprinting, running jump, and it was clear that this tavern was moving very, very quickly. And from then it was very late, and I think I might have had a headache, and we took a nap with Tizzy. Well, not with Tizzy. We each had our own separate tents. We had a big tent and a little tent, and we'll be picking up there tomorrow night, waking up, presumably, unless something's murdered us in our sleep, waking up with Tizzy Silver Cup in the frozen lands of Jot Kadon. So I was just gonna, like I said, settle back into the what's going on with Tizzy in the background. Where's Tizzy in the background? What do you mean? Oh, sleeping with Tizzy behind the scenes? No, yeah. Really the only thing that we could possibly have going on with Tizzy in the background is something that you guys haven't directly said anything to her about, but it was that we had killed the last Yeti attacking a group of Waitari merchants, and the merchant leader came out and thanked us for killing all the Yetis, even though the guard did it for us, and we came in at the last moment and just happened to kill the Yeti, essentially stealing their kill. And Tizzy has mentioned that at some point someone killed the Yeti. That was going to be her way of proving that she was like capable of guarding the merchants and shit. So we haven't discussed it directly, but she has hinted that it was us who took her kill and like stole her glory. But we are pretty much on her good side now. From, I don't know, you guys traumatized this poor lass. She was in tears last I recall. She was in tears. You were holding her up by like her face, and she was in tears. And then you gave her a foot, and you rolled real well, so now she liked you. And then she traveled with you to some like demon elves, and she said, "You guys are making friends with the Darkkin. What are you thinking, essentially?" So we just got a little buddy. I have to say my hair is looking freaking flawless today. Alright. Now let's see. Where do I need to put this lamp so that it's blue? Well, this thing has a light. Maybe I just need to use the light. I don't know how the light works. Majestic hair. Yeah. So that's really the whole reason I stuck her into the story, was because I was like, oh, you guys had a run-in with a Waitari merchant caravan. What can I do there? So I just kind of tacked it in there somewhere, and she became part of that, and that's how you guys met her. And a little meta lore for you, she was actually one of the people who was at Yaga's Baba, and she'd been following you for quite some time. She followed you all the way from Yaga's Baba to the Frostmane Lion, and then she saw her opportunity to steal your kill, and that's why she climbed over the boulder and jumped on his back and fucking shot him in the back of the head. So that was her way of being like, yeah, I'm the Frostmane Slayer. How does this light work? I don't... Yeah, I read the instructions on this, but they were a lot. So also, this was my old Logan book, right? Hand-drawn symbols of my various created gods and goddesses. Follow for more firelit tales. What do you think? Am I doing Nightbot too much? I set it for 15 and 30 minutes, I believe. So you tell me, is that too much Nightbot? Or do you think people popping in and out will see that and be like, oh, let's see what's up with this Discord? And some more shit on the back. And then I would keep this in here with my with my Logan sheet, his character sheet with all his spells and stuff, with a little blank spot to the side to take notes. And then I would keep other notes on the outside here. And this is where we built the character, actually. So, oh yeah, character building notes. Oh, this was so cool. We rolled a 7 on our wisdom. It was a sad day. Desmar Sama. I exist here now. Roll for amusement. You exist here! Fantastic, Desmar! Thank you for existing and welcome to the tavern. Yeah, it does seem like it's going more often. Maybe I'll work on that too. Desmar, you're existing here. That's fantastic. Welcome to the tavern and thank you for joining us by the fire. Oh yeah, I got excited and forgot to do this. So, maybe if I set it up with my phone flashlight. Oh, that's awesome, because I'm also working on some sessions, session prep and world building. I'm also working on session prep and world building, answering questions on one of our, on our character over here, this gentleman on the far right side. His name's Logan, and we were just working on that, and I'm working on some prop work and kind of just getting a feel for my space. I took a break over the holidays, and it's been a while. I only do it every 2 weeks other than that, so thank you for joining us, and I hope I'm good background noise. Let me know if I need to go higher or lower. I did that backwards, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I do feel like he's been going more than every 15 and 30 minutes. It's been more, I mean, we've only been on for 25, so there's that. So a little background for Logan. His ideas were glory, glory, glory. He wants to be the stuff of legends and inspire lustful maidens. Lust in the eyes of maidens and terror in the eyes of enemies. And Shank Shank. That was Bo. Prime idea, Shank Shank. Oh yeah? Yeah, I just put on my phone and my other phone and popped it over here. So, you can definitely tell. But should I pop it like this way? Shank Shank. Shanky Shank Shank Shank. Oh, no. That's way too bright for you guys. Alright. So maybe like that to kind of illuminate it. I need to get something for the top as well. Let me get that. Let my video catch up so I can see how it looks, and then I'll go from there. This one sucks, so back to first placement. Here, this was good. What else? He fears nothing but not being a legend and someone stealing his glory. Large and good looking. Oh yeah, his appearance. He's supposed to look like a combination of Joe Swanson and the Crimson Chin. Name, legendary, Logan Wafret Daria. No regrets except for saved a band of Waitari merchants and stole the glory. Campaign hook, hunt for a Frostmane lion. And then just some weapon choices and stuff like that. Oh, and then the spells they chose, which were Cure Wounds and Shield of Faith. Which I was brushing up on my my Paladin, and I believe in D&D, the newest edition, your Paladin at level 3 gets the class feature Summon Steed, where you just get to summon a steed out of nowhere. Just take them out of your horse pocket, hop on it, and ride it for like 3 hours or something like that. Super dope. Cool. Now check this out. Does this look cool? It's not too bright. My screen's a little bright here, so. Dope. And I wanted to. Here's the cool part. So I really need you to be able to see this interaction here. I'm gonna have 3 mason jars because I don't have any cool teacups that are see-through. Looks more mysterious on the table. Reminds me of an original spell I made. You've heard of Fine Steed and you've heard Fine Greater Steed. But have you heard Fine Mini Steeds? Just mini horses all at once. Just a herd. You have to roll a dexterity so you don't get trampled by your herd of mini steeds? Have you heard of Fine Mini Steves? This more mysterious, I dig. I was kind of going for mysterious. So now I need for you to be able to see this as well as that. So I guess if I slide that there, you can still see it. Find Steve now. Cool. So slide that there, put this here. See, it looks cool, but I have 2 more mason jars that are going to be this size that I also need to slide here. So let's see. I didn't bring the other one out, but we can use our theater of the mind. All right, cool. That doesn't look bad. I definitely need a bigger table. I really like your suggestion, though, of having a table in front of me, and then I can move the camera up a little bit and tilt it down and forward, or move it down a little bit and have it straight across, and I can be, like, serving you from the other side of the tavern. And I like to DM standing up anyway, so if I can get, like, a standing desk, yeah, okay, so anybody who loves me who's watching this, a standing desk would be great for my birthday, Christmas, any time of year. How are we going to carry all this loot out of this cave? This is a 4-man job and there's only 3 of us. Don't worry, I got this. Poof, this is Steven. Hi, I'm Steven. Okay, cool. So, you guys, you can see that. You can see my sweet teapot. I mean, I can, before I do this, I can change the light. I can go all white. An angle of the camera to make it seem like you're almost talking to a Goliath. Well, you guys want almost, but I was thinking an angle of the camera to make you feel like a Goliath, right? Because you guys are Logan. That's the only person I'm not is Logan. So you guys would go up and look down to kind of tower over the other people. This is probably too bright, huh? Not in the mood enough. What if I do something like this? Is that too yellow-orange? I need more of a white color for it. Let's see, effects. Over. Well, that's blue as fuck. The firelight was great. Just do a bit lighter, maybe. Okay. Cool. So we'll do it there. And then I need you guys to be able to see this, so I'll pour with my left hand and hopefully not break anything. Right? Blue? Right? You can see it's blue. Super cool. Super cool. Check this shit out. It's purple. That one's blue, that one's purple. I'm a magician. Check that out. Look at me. Throwing some alchemy your way. Yeah, purple. It's purple. Kind of pink purple. Pinky purple, purple pink. There's some other things to it, but I don't want to ruin all the surprises. But I was just trying to get a feel for where I need my light to be. So it almost feels like up here. Like when it comes in, oh, that's cool. That's kind of like a spotlight. So if I had a way that I could like put this up here like that, then it would allow you guys to see it a little bit better. What do you think? Oh yeah, look at that. That's fucking gorgeous. Sweet. So I just have to find a way to put a light here. Cool. How's that look? Do you have an adjustable arm mount thing of some type? Yeah, that's kind of what... Well, that's what I've got my phone in right now, is an adjustable arm mount thing. So what I was thinking, honestly, was that I'm helping my father-in-law move right now, but today, all day long, I was at his house. I helped him move for like 10 hours straight. I'm exhausted. And then I'm going back tomorrow to help him move until about 8 or 9 o'clock, and then I'm coming back here to set up for Tavern Talk. So it's going to be a little bit of, it's going to be a little tight. That's why I'm setting up now. So I was thinking if I can figure out how to use this, I could set it up, and then I have a small table here that I can stand up. So I could move this table in front of me and put it directly in front of you guys, and then that can be the table that I like serve across. Although it doesn't have the wooden tavern vibe, but it's a black table, so we'll see how it goes. But it could work for like an alchemist table. Could be like a wooden alchemist table vibe. So I could put it like over here and then slide it in front of me. And then I was thinking if I had the light, I could either, honestly, let's see. If I had it like right here. And I gotta put my tablet here so I can see what you guys say because my shit's not working. Come on, tablet, stand up. There we go. Then I could potentially just tilt this down kind of like that. And that lets you guys see the table I'm working on. So I can put this here, so I can still see you guys. Ah! Alright, don't break nothing now. Still see you guys. And then I can put this here. This here. This here, and then I think the two-tone light was better. Almost there. That was close. Okay. Boom, boom. I need red and yellow. So instead of that, do that. That's kind of cool, but you guys can't really see the colors. Okay, what about that? All right, cool. Then you guys can see that. And then I can just get something here. What do you think? Does this table not look tavern-y enough? Does it look alchemist table-y enough? What if we throw an old leather-bound book up here? Definitely need an overhead light to get the colors. Yeah. I mean, I could, when we get to this point, I could always pull this out and just go white light. You know what I mean? Does that kill the mood too much? Looks more like I'm visiting a fortune teller. Alright, cool. That's all I need to know. Yeah. I think this killed it. Yeah, but I definitely feel the vibe of fortune teller. Step into my tent. Tell me a tale. It's cool because it goes in blue and it's purple. You can kind of see it there. I just feel like where's the crystal ball? Hey, Mama Yo. Hey. Don't worry. I'm just prepping a little bit and then I'll come to bed. I definitely don't like the down... I don't know. I don't like the white light as much as I like the orange one. So if I can get... Because that looks... I mean, just any of those other lights are just better than that, like, bright white light. So if I put something here, you guys can see it, but I don't like the way this looks. So what I could do is potentially, you guys tell me what you think. I can slide this bad boy over here. I had a lot of new cool toys I was going to show off too while I was working out where everything was going to go. Like I've got a whole new deck of magic cards. Got a giant bag of dice, so we'll never run out of dice again. Even if I drop 17, I'll still have 1,000,000 left. And then some super cool dice trays. So I have a dice tray for me, and I have a dice tray for Logan. So, anyway, let me move this stuff out of the way. So, any other questions, comments? Anything you'd like to know about the world of Canaria? Yeah, a small overhead light would be good, or a lamp, but I'm very busy tomorrow, so I don't know that I'll have time to find exactly what I need. Plus, I like the idea. I don't know, I'm really stuck on this idea. You've said it before, and so has my wife, that it would be cool if it looked like I was serving you guys over a bar top. So I think I'm going to see how I can set this up here. But I brought so much glass out with me, and you know, I'm notoriously the clumsiest person ever. So I have to be very careful to not break any of my cool new props for tomorrow, because that would be great for me to just like, here's a clip of me dropping the cool thing you guys were going to get to look at. Oh yeah, straight up, I'm going to get a stand-up desk. Because then I can actually stand up. And that would work for, I want to do something called Tavern Tricks, where I do like very cool bartender things, tavern keeper things, make cool drinks, but they're like fantasy drinks, like, I could not think of one off of the top of my head right now. So, there's that. But I have a couple of them written down, but I'd like to do that. So it's like fantasy style drinks, like something that you catch on fire would be cool. I do have some color changing drinks that are pretty neat. I can do this very cool rainbow shot, but I need several tins for it, where I line up several shot glasses and then make different drinks. And typically if I'm at a bar, I'll ask people, what's your favorite color? And I'll make everyone's favorite color, and then I stack the tin and I pour it across like this, and it pours different shots. And then if I am feeling really like, what's the word for it? Feeling froggy, I'll do it to where when I go back across, it'll change it a different color. So like the first shot will be yellow, but the shot beside it will be blue. So when I go back like that, it'll turn the yellow shot green. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd like to do that. And that's kind of why I'm doing the Tavern Tea right now, is because I'd like to do something like that, but instead I just made some tea. So, oh yeah, I was supposed to drink this. Cheers. Oh wow, that is really good. It was butterfly pea flower tea. It's absolutely fantastic. So if I slide back here just a smidge. Oh yeah, so old Logan book. That's my old Tavern Talk Logan book. This is my sweet ass new Tavern Talk Logan book. Look at this badass leather bound tome I have here. It's not just from Tavern Talk. I'm going to be using it for all of my D&D campaigns. I'm going to get dividers because I have 3 campaigns going right now, and I'm going to, including you guys. And it's got, dude, it's got a leather envelope in here. That's so cool. And then, yeah, it's just the coolest thing ever. So, this will be my new Logan book. With our new level 2 Logan sheet. Logan Wafrit Daria, level 2. So I'm going to slide this guy back, and I think if I pull this up and forward so I can sit behind it. I need to get a playlist for this too, so that I can, like, if we go into battle, it can be battle music and stuff. I usually do pretty good at that, but I always forget to switch the music during. So if we do something like this, oh yeah, now you guys can see all the props. And then we just angle it down a little bit. Now, I can set this and this here. Beside this. Oh, you can even see the colors pretty well. Oh, yeah. And then I can always pop out a light if I want. But, I mean, you can see the colors pretty good. Let's see. I can see it better on my tablet than on my phones. Let me look over here. But you can tell this is purple, right? You can tell this is blue. Whatever the third one was, you'd be able to tell what it is. Oh, and cool, now you can see my wife got me these very cool pewter mugs to, like, be decor for the tavern. So I don't have this porcelain one that I'm going to drop and break. So I'm going to start using these guys to, like, hold candles and stuff. And move the large one out of the way. Yeah, the lighter wood top helps a lot, and it definitely still gives that tavern vibe. And then, even though you can still see my my wooden table here, that can be where I keep. God, I'm gonna burn myself on these candles. That can be where I keep my cool-looking book. So slide this over. Book goes here. So if I have to make notes or anything like that, and then this go on top of that. So that'll be my lighting and sound center right there. I've got my camera here. Light is up there. Then I'll be looking over here to see you guys. For more firelit stuff. Good Lord, Nightbot. You're like the most popular chatter. Could you calm down? I'm gonna have to set that a little bit different because he keeps blowing it up. And then these guys. What do you think of the candles and the pewter mugs? If this was out of the way. You know, I'll probably move this table over here beside me where I can reach it actually. I do too. Desmar, what kind of world building you working on, if you don't mind me asking? And then I can pull this and put it here. I don't like when you guys can see me seeing you, if that makes sense. And then whenever I need to keep track of something, I can pop that out. Table there. You guys don't really see this. It's hard to copy and paste the YouTube link from the Nightbot for your YouTube videos. I'm not sure how it works, but it might be easier to have Nightbot send the link as a separate message right after the missed an episode message. Okay. It doesn't let you just click it. I was kind of hoping you could just like click the link and go there. Well, the party is wrapping up their unattended detour to Frostengard, so I'm prepping the next location. Darkmount? Darkmount? Is it Darkmount? That's cool spelling. That's cool, Frostengard. I imagine that's a frosty place. That's where Logan's at right now. He's in Jotkadon, my frozen wastes. Well, I wouldn't call it frozen waste. In the north, they get very arctic, but other than that, they're livable. Not the YouTube link. All right, cool. Thank you. Like I said, I hadn't used Nightbot yet. You know, this looks all right, but I think it would look better if maybe. Bear with me for a moment. How's that? Man, thank you for helping me with this, Huey-mon. This is Huey. I'm gonna shorten it to Huey. Thank you for helping me with this because I usually don't do a test stream. I just jump right in, and sometimes it has been absolute disaster. Like once you could only see this much of my camera. So I literally was sitting with where all my stuff was, and I had to lean over like this and talk to you guys like this because that's the only way you could see my face. It was awful. Yeah, Frostengard is a small fishing village in an icy tundra that is protected by 3 dragons. Said dragons don't want the party there, so they've offered to magically transport the party to their destination of Darkmount in exchange for taking down a rogue former servant. Whoa, that sounds dope. Are they all 3 the same kind of dragon? Or was there a lot of dragon lore in there? I'm a huge dragon fan. I love oh my goodness, I love dragons so much. So, I need to make some notes, actually, of what I need to fix. Alright, don't burn yourself. So, I need to widen camera. And I need to... Shit, what was the other thing, Huey? What was the other thing I needed to do? No, white, silver, and crystal. A strange trio with aligning goals. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully I haven't been too much on the feedback. Glad to help if it's actually helping, haha. I'm saddened that it's not another Logan tale, but tomorrow night will rock. I work tomorrow night, so I'm just hoping to be done in time to see it. I hope you're done in time to see it too. Like I said, it's 11. Like always, it's going to be at 11 o'clock, and we're going to go from there. I'm sorry it's not a Logan night. I'm sure a lot of people, well, a lot of people, like I'm famous. I'm sure a few people saw it pop up and were like, "Oh shit, it's Wednesday. What do you mean it's on Wednesday?" So I appreciate you popping in. And oh yeah, that's the other thing. Fix chat box on Tavern Talk overlay. Okay, so I need to widen the camera angle, fix the Tavern Talk. What was the other thing we said we needed to fix? I know I moved this back. The light was good. Oh, we set an overhead light, but I think this will work for now. Unless I can snag a camera on the way. Snag a like overhead lamp on the way over. That is a strange trio of dragons, Desmar. That's very cool. The overhead spotlight, the bottle bar tricks, the Nightbot time frame, the YouTube link. Thank you. YouTube link. YouTube link. Nightbot time frame. Yeah. The bottle tricks are a work in progress. I definitely need a standing desk for that before I'll be able to throw some bottles around, because I could do, I thought about grabbing some balls so while I was out here I could juggle for you guys, but I was like, no one's probably going to watch tonight, so this is just going to be a, like I said, a prep session. Stand-up desk. Standing desk. For sure. I bet those bitches are expensive. We're going to be going thrift shopping. Cool. And then, so I'll also need to set up. These get out of the way. Oh man, I got jujitsu in the morning. I gotta end this soon. The armor chest plate for hiding the belly. So the party doesn't know this, but these are young dragons, and they're planning on growing Frostingard like they're playing SimCity or something. They want to nurture this small town into a prosperous kingdom that worships them. Oh, that's very cool. Oh, that's awesome. So that leaves a later hook for the party, no matter like if they help or not. Depending on what they do, it could help or hinder the growth or the later growth of this city. I dig that. Oh, Desmar, look at all my dragons. I only have 4 right now. Painted these 2, and then bought these 2, obviously. Yeah, is that a storyline for a Twitch Tales or a Twitch show? Because I would watch that. Man, I had some cool leather cups. These super cool leather dice trays. Oh, there they are. So before I had a dragon and a kitty cat. Nothing against them. Love the dragon, love the kitty cat. No, Twitch campaign. My guys aren't keen on being online. No. Oh, ha. I thought you were saying, no, it's a Twitch campaign. But you were saying no Twitch campaign. It's definitely a dragon, not an Allosaurus. They have wings. What Allosaurus has wings? Oh man, that'll be cool if you guys can see the dice rolls. I mean, I know you probably won't be able to see the numbers, but if I put the dice buckets up front, you'll be able to see them. So Logan can roll up there or something like that. You can always make that go back some too. But then, let's see. Oh yeah, you can see that real good. Yes, I was talking about having a separate dice cam, but it was the time that everything crashed out on me, specifically because of the dice cam. The overlays were crazy, it blacked out, and I blacked out. It was wild. So I think it's because I'm running solely off my phone right now. I think I need to get set up with a desktop and a webcam, or at least a laptop and a webcam. And then once I have a couple of webcams, then I think it will be easier to set up a dice cam for you guys to be able to see. But for now, you'll just kind of have to trust me. Okay, cool. So I'll set these guys to the side when I break out the teapots. So I'll be able to see them over here. You guys will be able to see this. And we'll go from there. Alright, this is my checklist of what I need to get done. Man, I got so much cool new D&D stuff, but I don't know what I can show on Twitch and what I can't specifically without like getting in trouble if I manage to make affiliate and get monetized and whatnot. So, suffice to say, I've got some cool new stuff that I'll be using. And what my favorite thing is this leather-bound journal. This thing is so cool. I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for letting me pop in and share my opinions, wanted or unwanted. See you, the Tavern Keeper and Logan, tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Huey, and your opinions are very much wanted. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It gave me the idea to do this, and now after I get everything all set up, I will be able to, I can just, kind of set it to the side tonight, and I'll be able to have it ready to go for tomorrow. And this overlay is cool. I wish I could change it from here, but the other one we run, I don't know if you saw level 2 yet. I think you did, but the other one is this one right here, and that has got all of our abilities and stuff on it. So you'll be able to see what you can and can't do tomorrow night. Oh no! Why does this look so bad? Oh no! This doesn't look good. We're having some problems, guys. Alright. Well, I've got to fix this overlay, but you have a good night, my friend. What the fuck is going on there? Why does it look like that? This is quite upsetting to me. This is an old one. This one should be known to work. So let's go back to Tavern Talk. That one looks dope. I'm gonna go over here. And Find Steve is done. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Read me the specifics. Please tell me how Find Steve works. This looks a little bit better. Not quite what it's supposed to look like, but it's almost there. The new image has messed it up somehow. So we'll switch back over to here. That's Tizzy. She's a cutie. And we'll go back here. Oh, man. Sorry, I had to refresh my tablet. Damn it, it's still sideways. Almost what I need, but not quite. First level conjuration, casting time 5 minutes, verbal somatic material. You don't really remember where you first met Steve, but he promised if you ever need an extra set of hands for something, just let him know and he'll be there. So with a slight application of magic, Steve appears. Steve will do most any mundane task you ask of him, so long as he thinks he can do it. Steve will refuse if he believes he'll hurt himself or die. And then if you upcast that high enough, you can find mini Steves. Well, that's a bummer about that one, but I'll have some time to work on it. If he believes he'll hurt himself or fail. I like that. And then I switched that, so let's see. Refresh. Come on, why aren't you working? Refresh. Well, at least the cool new one's still working. But I've got to figure out why that old one's not. Alright, well, I've got to get off here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at the Gilded Coin Tavern, travelers, troublemakers, and tea drinkers. I'm your tavern keeper, master of mugs, teller of tales, and keeper of the fire that never goes out. Join me here tomorrow night for episode 5 of Logan's Legend. What in the Bloom Blazes? Thank you for joining us. You have a lovely rest of your night. Desmar, hit us up tomorrow night. Don't forget to come. It's 11 o'clock, or whatever time it was for you an hour and 45 minutes ago.